To me, honestly, it looks like it says, fuck it.
What is good, guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is Justin and you guys are here with Justin. So welcome back to part 4 of reacting to your bad tattoos. We have some just bad, horrible, and downright disgusting tattoos for you guys. And I can't wait because we really like to dig into these and have some fun with them. Now, if you guys are new to the channel, I do want to welcome you. In this channel, we pretty much talk about all things that are tattoo related, my experience, opinions on certain topics, but most importantly, my journey towards getting amazing tattoos and working towards an awesome bodysuit. Now, I got some great news. I am so close to finishing my leg sleeve. Brandon has been killing that leg so far, and you guys do not want to miss what we have in store to finish it off or any other tattoos in the near future. So go ahead, subscribe, join the community. But let's get to today's video, guys. Let's see some of your bad tattoos. Let's go.
So going back to the one that we did last time, between the one that Shannon sent in with, you know, the Stuggle and Pedro's Terrible Lion, although they were both absolutely terrible, we did decide that we are going to go with the one that Shannon sent in. It is extremely hard to beat that. So Justin will be sending you over $25. Whatever you want to do with that money is totally up to you, but I think you should donate it for some tattoo removal, laser, something. So everything that you're about to see is our genuine reactions. It won't only be for the bad tattoos, but it will also be for the good tattoos going forward. So that's how we're going to go about it, and let's get it rolling.
Okay, guys, so this one is from BlackyBlack, and so it says pretty much he got this when he was 16, about 2 months ago, and he thinks it's a good tattoo. He got it done by a good tattoo artist. Oh. He wants to let me know what we think about it, and honestly, I'm not a fan of it. I just don't like it. There's a lot of things going on. It's in black and white, and I don't like black and white pictures just because it takes away from how the tattoo really is going to look on the skin. He says it's a good tattoo in his eyes.
And you know, I respect that, but you want our honest opinion, so I'm going to give it to you. I'm assuming that's supposed to be a chef's hat. It reminds me of a wisdom tooth.
Yeah, that's exactly what it reminds me of.
That's kind of what it looks like. I don't know, honestly, from like the hat down, I think it's done pretty nice with like, you know, the use of the white ink. I've definitely seen a lot worse than that. However, it's the whole hat that's kind of throwing me off. Yeah. That kind of ruins the whole piece for me. I'm not a fan. I'll be honest.
Yeah, you know what? Now that you mentioned that it is almost like a tooth, the chef's hat. Once I look at it, that's all I can see. Especially because it has that little dent in the middle. It just looks like your back tooth. Yeah. My opinion is that it is not the best tattoo that I've seen. So I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings, but that's just how I feel. And I think that is it, and we'll get on to the next. Thank you so much, BlackyBlack, for sending us in your good/bad tattoo. So the next one we have is this one right here from Chelsea. Oh. And it pretty much just says, she got this when she was 13, she's 25 now, and it was done by her father. And that's pretty much the only good thing that this tattoo has going for her, is it's done by somebody I guess she really loves. I wouldn't love my dad too much if he put this if he put this on me. It's supposed to be an angel wing and a devil's wing, and there's supposed to be a chain in the devil's or in the hand for breaking free, and then the eye is supposed to be an X for some reason. Take it away. I'll say this right now. I do find it kind of cute. The little ghost or whatever that is, the angel. It just, what does it remind me of? It reminds me of something.
The Pillsbury Doughboy is what that reminds me of.
That's it. That's it.
I'm about to go make some croissants right now. Looking at this tattoo is making me hungry. There is zero quality here. I do respect the story behind it though. Like the fact that your own dad was tattooing you at 13.
I would hate my dad if he put this on me. He's 13 years old. What kind of dad's doing this work to a 13-year-old?
Your dad seems like a pretty cool dude.
Imagine pulling up the elementary school. Yo, look what my dad did.
Yeah, but you're the hardest kid on the block if you're 13 and tatted. Doesn't matter how bad it is.
But now she's 25, and imagine how she's feeling now walking around 25 with this. Yeah, but it's a story.
You live and you learn. Yeah, it's a story.
Final words?
Yeah, I also want to know where on your body this is located and how big it is. Because if it's small, like, you know, not that big of a deal, but if it's taking up like prime real estate, shoulder. Yeah, you know, if it's like on like your forearm or something, you know, that's that's a straight cover up. Okay, so this next piece or pieces here was sent in by Danny, and so these are all about 2 years old, and there's no funny story behind them except for the fact that he was bored, which if you ask me is a more than relevant reason to tattoo yourself.
Quality wise, absolute garbage.
Yeah,
I mean that's what you get with stick and poke. Like look at these ones with the like smiley faces. It's just The circles are literally blotchy. There's no like, there's not one solid line, I think, except the eyes. The paper hat or whatever, the boat from what's that movie? It. Yeah. These symbols, I don't know what they mean or what they are.
I've seen those before. I couldn't tell you what they are, but it looks familiar.
My favorite one is this one of the Mononoke, the little like ghost or what it looks like.
It's like the Doughboy's
it just looks
brother.
Dopey. It's the angel's brother. It just looks dopey.
Go back to the other one with the double face. The quality is obviously not there.
Garbage.
But the concept is amazing.
I can respect the concept, but again,
I like the concept.
I'm all for quality.
It's also stick and poke done by somebody sitting in their basement, bored as shit, out of their mind, and they just thought, hey, you know what?
I've been bored too. I've been bored in my room too, and you've never caught me doing something like this.
Yeah, but you've caught me doing it, so it's just like it's subjective, you know. Good for you, buddy. I'm proud of you.
No, bad choices. Bad choices.
No. Keep filling up your body with some stupid shit. We're all gonna die one day.
All right. Thank you, Danny, for sending us in your bad tattoos of the stick and poke, and we're gonna get on to the next ones now. So this one right here is from Renzo, and it just says he was a sophomore, had a needle, and had some tattoo ink, and he wanted to give himself a stick and poke. I don't know what is it with you guys and stick and pokes, but it ends up being great because I get these bad tattoos in on the channel, and it pretty much just says after 2 years now, this is what it looks like. It's supposed to say, fuck it. To me, honestly, it looks like it says, fuck it. Fuck it. I like it because it looks like it's on his hip, so I mean, you can easily hide it. But as you guys can see, it's totally blown out. It's totally kind of just faded. You can't really read it, but it has fun meaning to it. I like it. I really do like this. What do you got to say?
Me too. I know you said that you wanted to cover it up eventually.
I wouldn't.
If you would cover it up, I say you should cover it up with exactly what it says.
And just make it more.
And just like touch it up and just keep it there.
Yeah.
You know? You're going to look back at that shit when you're like 75 years old, the punk ass kid in high school.
It's only 2 years old. Remember that. Look how it's looking at 2 years. 75. Yeah. 5 more years. This thing's going to be totally a blob.
Ah, so you touch it up.
Touch it up.
So
Exactly.
Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Clearly.
All right, man. Thank you, Renzo, so much for sending us in your tattoo. This is a funny one. I really enjoy this one.
I like it too.
It's stupid, profound, and that's what makes a good tattoo. What makes a bad tattoo a good tattoo.
All right, so this next piece here is by Josh. He said he bought a tattoo kit from his brother at the time, and Mac Miller was starting to pop off back in about 2011 or so. Let me just start off by saying thank you so much for sending this in. I myself am a massive Mac Miller fan.
You're a huge Mac Miller fan.
Like, he is by far the top of the list for me. I don't even like rap.
Okay, so what does this have to do with Mac Miller then? Because I see a skull.
No, so his first like debut album, the one that really got him popping in 2011 was called Kids.
Yeah.
So that logo there was kind of like associated with the album. It's like a little kid like wearing a hat backwards with like his thumb up.
Oh, okay, I see that now. I see the hat. I see the face. What's it doing? I definitely can see the kid now that you mention it. This takes some time and like really kind of zoom in to get used to.
Like I said, because I'm a fan, I knew exactly what it was straight off looking at it. However, if you don't know what it is, it's extremely.
I would have no clue.
Yeah, it's really easy to get lost in that. Yeah,
it just looks very compact. It's very hard to make. I wish it was a bit bigger. I mean, not horrible by any means. It has some meaning behind it, like you said, with your favorite artist of Mac Miller. Quality wise, though, not the best by any means. It's very hard to make out. If you didn't tell me what this was, I would have thought for sure it's like some type of skull or something that looks like it's biting or something like that. So, I mean, for me, I'm not crazy about it, but I know you like it.
Yeah, I just got a biased opinion towards it because, like I said, how much I love him. And, man, we all start off somewhere, so I'm glad you chose this.
All right. Well, Josh, thank you so much for sending us in your tattoo. He loves it. I'm not crazy about it, but I can appreciate it. So this is the next one by Morel, and it pretty much just says that he had a friend that got out of jail, and it's 3 years ago, and his friend had some techniques that he's learned. As you guys can see, the techniques are absolutely garbage. This is fucking horrible. And why I am so pissed about it is I have an Anubis. This is Anubis. I have an Anubis on me, and this just does not do the God of the Dead justice at all. It's supposed to be a head of a jackal, the body of a human. It's supposed to resemble the death in like ancient Egyptian. This is just, it's horribly done. The only good thing I can pick out from this tattoo is that they added the level and the kind of the weight to kind of, it's an old thing that went with like weighing of the feather and the heart to see if you go into the afterlife or not. Only good thing. What do you got to say about this piece? Because
I think
it makes me mad looking at this piece.
Yeah, I think it's blasphemous. Like, poor guy's been starving for about 3 years. Give the guy a bone or something.
3,000 years. This is...
Buddy, give the guy a bone. This guy's starving. It's the shading around like the nose and the mouth.
Yeah,
for
it's
me.
just the mouth, like the bottom jaw. Look at it, it's so far
Yeah.
back. It looks like the guy has a huge overbite too. Any final words? Because I don't want to talk. I don't even want to look at this anymore because it gets me mad.
I mean,
looking.
the final words is it's not the worst tattoo you've ever seen on this channel, but it's not.
Oh, I disagree, bro. We'll get back into that soon. But I mean, thank you.
You think this
Morel.
is worse than fucking Stuggle?
It's
Don't even
nearing
t-
it. It's
don't
nearing it
even-
for me. It's nearing it. But we'll get into the next one now.
Alright, so this next piece here was sent in by Globus. It was done in 2010, and he said the artist used some pretty bad ink and he wants to get it covered up. Honestly, I'm going to keep this one short and sweet. It's not the worst tattoo you've ever seen.
No.
By far not the best tattoo you've ever seen. One thing I will say though is, for any of you that know what LimeWire is, this is exactly what this reminds me of. It looks exactly
my
like it reminds me of
God.
like the LimeWire logo.
I feel like so many people are gonna be, what the hell's
Yeah, what the fuck's
LimeWire?
LimeWire? If you don't know, Google it.
We're too old. I'm
Yeah.
too old. 90s babies will know, maybe early 2000s. But I mean, it looks like, I think it's a Celtic knot. That's what I'm getting from this.
I agree. I think it's something along those lines as well.
It's not horrible. I mean, I like
No.
the gradiency that they used in terms of, the little spots where it's less and more.
Yeah.
It does look uneven in terms of each of the kind of 4 spots of the kind of the knots and all that. The line work isn't anywhere near perfect. It's a little blotchy. It just looks like it's in the middle of the forearm, and that's an unfortunate spot to be. And if you have the chance to get it covered up, I would get it covered up. But any final words on this one?
No, man. Honestly, I don't think you're too deep in the hole. So I think it's a pretty easy cover up if you
Yeah.
if you do decide to go down that
Even
route.
touch
so.
up, even a touch
Or
up.
even a touch up, yeah. Even
Yeah.
a simple touch up, I think, can bring this thing back to life. So I don't think it's that bad.
All right, well, thank you, Globus. Now we're going to finally get to the overview and which one we believe is the worst tattoo in today's video.
So I'll be going first, and so my number 3, not because I think it's bad, but because there's a little bit of bias here. I am going to go with Josh and the Mac piece, just because Mac means a lot to me. I'm sure he means a lot to you as well. Number 1, though, for me, Morel with the Anubis piece. There is a lot going on, and for that reason, I'm going to have to make it my favorite or worst tattoo of today's video. You go ahead.
All right, so handing it off to me now. So the third one that I like, and this one was just a fuck it one by, who is it, Renzo. I just like it. It's a funny thing. It's just, it's a quote that I would just live by sometimes. So fuck it. That's my quote sometimes. But in my eyes, the worst one is the Anubis one. I think this one's the worst one. And I'm going to go even further and say that is the worst tattoo, and it beats out Shannon's. I think it is horrible. I think it's a disgrace to Anubis. I think it's so big too, so you can't even get that covered up. You literally have to get it lasered. The jaw is so fucked up. It's worse than Shannon's.
Brother.
In the Stuggle. Come at me, go. What
Don't get me upset here. You want to say, okay, is it worse than Pedro's Lion?
Yes.
No, shut up.
I think it is.
Bro.
Personally, guys, I think it is the worst one. In
Sure.
your eyes, Shannon's
Yeah,
still the
for sure.
ultimate winner.
In my eyes, it is incredibly hard to beat that.
Okay, in my eyes, I think the Anubis of Morel is the worst one, and it beats out Stuggle of Shannon. That's my personal thing.
You think it's the worst out of all the Batu series that we've done? You think that the Anubis one
I
is
do.
by...
I do. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Just because he agreed that Shannon's was still the worst one, we're gonna keep Shannon as the winner. But if you agree with me, go ahead in that comment section and like the comment. And if you don't agree with me and you think Shannon's is still the winner, go ahead and comment her name. And then everybody go ahead and comment or like, so we can kind of get a better understanding of what you guys feel for the overall of who the winner is. But for me, I still think it's the Anubis.
Well, also, it doesn't need to be Shannon's or the Anubis.
Oh, it could be Angel one. There were so many bad ones.
It could be whatever you guys decide.
Your input means a lot, and you guys are the ultimate kind of winners and deciders on who the tattoo is the worst. So go ahead, do that for me. Like the video, show that you're subscribed, send me a screenshot to participate in my weekly giveaway of the Saniderm sheet, and I'll let you end it off. Any final words?
Yeah, just wanted to say thanks to everybody for sending in their bad tattoos. I know it takes a lot of courage to kind of just sit there and watch 2 completely random strangers sit there and just pick apart something that you may even like yourself. So, of course, there's no disrespect. There's a reason why you guys are sending it in. We try to be as respectful as possible, but thank you so much for sending them in, and we'll see you guys soon.
All right, guys. So like always, Deej and Justin out. Later, guys.